You're about to see how entire cities disappear so completely that archaeologists have to redraw the map from scratch. Seafloor streets, jungle stairways, even underground neighborhoods, revealed in minutes. And that's where our countdown begins. If the ocean can preserve a city for millennia, what might it be hiding right now? Number 10. Pavlopetri, Greece. Beneath the waves off Greece lies Pavlopetri, a city almost 5,000 years old. Discovered in 1967, its streets, houses, and tombs still lie etched into the seabed. This wasn't just a fishing village. It shows organized town planning centuries before Athens or Sparta existed. People lived, traded, and buried their dead here long before the classical world we recognize. Then, sometime after 1100 BCE, the land gave way. Earthquakes, rising seas, shifting ground. The exact cause is still unknown. Still, if the ocean can freeze a city in time, what might the jungle hide? Number 9. Ciudad Perdida, Colombia. 1,000 stone steps climb into the Colombian jungle. At the top, a city once thought gone forever. Built around 800 CE, centuries before Machu Picchu, Ciudad Perdida was the spiritual and political heart of the Tirona people. Its terraces, plazas, and stone roads stitched across the mountains. For centuries it thrived, until the rainforest reclaimed it. In the 1970s, looters hacking through vines stumbled on gold, revealing it to the world again. Today, archaeologists believe it's only one of many hidden in the Sierra Nevada, lost under the canopy. If rainforests can erase civilizations, what happens when people dig into the earth itself? Number 8. Great Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe. In the savanna of southern Africa, stone walls rise above the grasslands. Stacked without mortar, some stretch higher than castles and extend for hundreds of meters. At its height, tens of thousands lived here, trading gold and ivory for Chinese porcelain and Persian glass. This was Great Zimbabwe, capital of a wealthy empire between the 11th and 15th centuries. It rewrote history, proving indigenous Africans built monumental cities of power and trade. But by the 1400s, it was abandoned. Climate shifts, resource exhaustion, or trade collapse. No single answer remains. And if kingdoms of stone can vanish, imagine what happens to a city carved straight into the earth itself. 7. Derinkuyu, Turkey. Picture a city dug not upward, but downward. Derinkuyu plunges 85 meters underground, 18 levels deep. Air shafts and wells kept fresh water flowing. Families, livestock, schools, even wine presses all thrived below the surface, sealed off by massive, rolling stone doors. It was the ultimate refuge. Tens of thousands could survive siege underground for months. But who first carved it? Some say the Phrygians. Others point further back to the Hittites. Its origins remain uncertain. And while Derinkuyu hid below, another city above ground flourished, and then fell silent. Number 6. Cahokia, USA. 1,000 years ago, a city rose on the banks of the Mississippi, bigger than London. At its center stood Monk's Mound, a pyramid of earth larger at the base than Giza's Great Pyramid. Around it stretched neighborhoods, plazas, and ceremonial grounds alive, with markets where copper, shells, and stone from across the continent were traded. Cahokia proves North America had urban civilizations rivaling those of Europe and Asia. Yet by 1400 CE, the plazas were silent. Was it famine, disease, war, or climate change? The answer is still hidden. And if a city of earth can vanish, what about one built on coral and stone across the ocean? We've seen cities drowned, buried, abandoned, yet the next 4 don't just disappear, they force us to rethink what human beings were capable of building. We're not done yet. But if you're fascinated by stories like these, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. It tells us to keep uncovering more lost worlds. Number 5. Nan Madol, Micronesia. On a Pacific reef lies Nan Madol, a city built on water. 90 artificial islets linked by tidal canals form a labyrinth of stone. Its walls are made from basalt columns, weighing tons, stacked like logs across the waves. It was the seat of the Sodlur dynasty, a ruling elite who demanded tribute and held rituals on these man-made islands. How the stones were moved without pulleys or wheels remains one of archaeology's great puzzles. If stones could be floated into palaces on the sea, what happens when entire cities sink beneath it? Number 4. Thonis Heracleion, Egypt. At the mouth of the Nile once stood Egypt's grand port, Thonis Heracleion. For centuries, it was known only through legend. Rediscovered in 2000, divers uncovered colossal statues, ships, and temples on the seafloor. This was Egypt's main port in the late period, the entry point for Greek traders, and home to great temples of Amun and Osiris. Then disaster struck. Earthquakes and collapsing soils dragged it beneath the waves. The precise chain of events is still debated, and not every ruin beneath the sea is even agreed to be human-made. Number 3. Yonaguni Monument, Japan. Off Japan's coast, divers discovered a stepped pyramid beneath the sea. Geologists argue it's natural sandstone carved by the ocean. Divers point to terraces, right angles, and flat platforms as signs of human hands. If artificial, it would rewrite the story of East Asia's civilizations. If natural, it remains one of the strangest geological formations in the world. To this day, the debate rages: nature or lost civilization. Still, while Yonaguni divides opinion, one vanished city's scale leaves no doubt it was real. Number 2. Mohenjo-Daro, Pakistan. Over 1,000 years before Rome, Mohenjo-Daro was already a metropolis. 40,000 people lived in carefully planned streets with drainage systems and citadels. Its great bath hints at rituals tied to water, one of the earliest known urban religious centers. It was a jewel of the Indus Valley civilization. But by 1700 BCE, it was abandoned. Rivers shifted, floods came, the climate turned hostile, and the city fell. If one of humanity's first great cities could collapse, what about the city of the gods? Number 1. Teotihuacan, Mexico. Just outside Mexico City stretches the Avenue of the Dead. Teotihuacan once held more than 100,000 people. Pyramids rose to rival Egypt's, and wide boulevards aligned with the stars, as if the city itself was a cosmic map. It dominated Mesoamerica for centuries, yet no one knows who built it. And around 550 CE, its ceremonial heart was deliberately burned. Rebellion, invasion, collapse from within? The truth remains locked in silence. Cities are meant to outlast their builders, yet history shows even the greatest can vanish, leaving only ruins and questions. So which mystery fascinates you most? The city drowned, the one buried, or the one that may never have existed at all? Drop your answer below. I'll be reading through to see which story captured your imagination. And if you want more forgotten history like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you won't miss the next journey.